Hi guys, this is Whitney. I'm going to show you today how I edit photos, product photos for clients. I have a lot of pictures here. I think I'm going to use, I've already edited these. Let's do this one. This one looks like a good one. I want to do one with turquoise because what I'm mainly showing you here is how to correct colors using the history brush tool. So this might take a little bit, it's opening. So what I have here is a picture. This picture is one that I shot. Why am I pointing with my finger? You can't see what I'm pointing with my finger. Here, point with the cursor, Whitney. This is a picture I shot yesterday in my client's shop of a silver bracelet with a turquoise. And I had, okay, so it's in a light box, which is like a white, like semi-transparent, semi-opaque, translucent, I guess is the word I'm looking for. There's a word for that. It's like a white cloth box, and you can get it on Amazon. The little one we have at the store is really cheap, like 30 bucks or less. I have a larger one at home for photographing my art, which was, again, I think in like the $30 to $40 range. Why isn't this loading? It's not expensive. Okay, first thing, I'm going to rotate this. Obviously, I'm going to rotate this. This is Photoshop. This is, oh gosh, what version do I have? CS4 or 5, I believe. I'm not sure. It came with the computer. I have it in the softbox. The background is black velvet. Here it is. It's not centered. So first off, I'm going to make sure my background color is the same as the background of here. And I'm going to Control-A to select all and just scoot it into the center. Or I suppose I could use the crop tool too, but I'm just going to do this for now. Control-D to deselect. Okay, so now it's more centered. I just took this picture of my iPhone 6, 7, 6. I don't remember what version I have. It is not the newest. I'm just going to say 6. As you can see, there's some specks here and some dust and hair. So I'm just going to zoom in on that and healing brush it out, spot heal it out. So here's that. And there's this. Although actually this is not fully necessary because of another step I'm going to take in a little bit. Okay, spot heal, spot heal, spot heal. This is a bracelet by a very talented Navajo silversmith named Wilson Jim, who is fabulous. And he makes these great things. Really beautiful, great work. I just wanted to give him credit for that. So I have my brush tool. I have it on opacity 50. And I'm going to select, it's not going to be total black, but it's going to be a darker color here. I don't want to do it total black and have it look much, much darker than the rest. As you can see over here, it's 11 red, 13 green, 10 blue. Sorry if this is a little inside baseball for beginners, but this is your RGB color. And okay, let's just do a demonstration. The higher up the screen number goes, I believe it goes to 255. The more green you have. The higher up the red number goes, the more red you have. This is just basically how you mix colors. Red, green, blue. And if you go all the way to the top on all, it's white. If you go all the way to bottom, it was black. You know what? I'm just going to punch in 10, 10, and 10. And I'm just going to kind of color out the background. You can see it's getting a little lighter. I'm going to try and blend it in with my, because I have had a little line there from where I centered the picture. Okay, and that kind of takes care of if the background had any light spots like over here, or if it had any dust, anything like that. And if you accidentally were to, say I accidentally went over onto the bracelet, oops, I'm going to go to history brush. This is fun. So you want to go back to before you did the brush tool. So let's say back to here. You click on that, and that shows you where your history brush is getting its source from. I'll zoom in. And then just really carefully, the brush is 1/15 size. Just really carefully color over here and here. And get rid of the shadow I accidentally put on there. So you don't have to have another layer. This is all on one layer still. and here it is. I don't think there's anything else major I need to clean up. Sometimes there's little scratches or spots and, lots of dust on the background or whatever. Oh, another word about the lighting situation. So I have a softbox. I mentioned that before. Coming from this side was a blue tinted bulb. Now fluorescents are tinted yellow. And you can see I had the overhead fluorescent lights on in the room where I took this. So it's a little yellowish. This side is a nice non-yellow color because I had the blue bulb on that side, but this side no, because I wanted ambient light. Just having the blue bulb on was leaving like really stark shadows and it was looking too dark. And I only had the one light. So this is basically just how to fix your lighting. If you shoot some product and then your lighting is not great. So basically what I'm telling you here is you can shoot product photos that look really nice like this with fairly cheap equipment. Like I said, the softbox was like $20-$25. Black velvet backdrop. You can probably get a cloth remnant at Joann's or Michael's, not Michael's, I guess, but Joann's Fabrics or something, fabric stores. Pretty cheap, a few bucks, less than 10. Again, the light, I'm not sure how much the light cost because it was my client's, but a blue tinted bulb or, your compact fluorescent or your LED bulbs, sometimes have temperature ratings on them. It'll say 2700 Kelvin, things like that. So you can figure out which ones are the cooler toned bulbs. So if you're shooting something that's supposed to be silver like this, you want cool bulbs. So it doesn't look like gold. And in general, I think you want cool toned bulbs so that you don't get, really yellowy product photos. Nothing's worse than that. So now what I'm going to do, here's the tricky part. Let's see, do I need to adjust my levels? I don't really think I do. A lot of times I will adjust my levels if the background looks a little light or whatever. Maybe I'll just mess with it a little bit. Make it a little lighter. Background a little darker. This is probably not noticeable to anybody but me. Preview. I only made it a little bit lighter. Now what I'm going to do. Adjustments. Hue, saturation. And I'm going to turn down the saturation here until the silver looks silver. Perfect. But wait, you say, now your turquoise doesn't look as blue anymore. Look at that great blue turquoise, and now it looks like gray. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Go to your handy history brush again, and then you're going to go back. Here's this. Okay, here's your history. You're going to click on the little check mark box next to levels. You can see there it says it sets the source for your history brush. So zoom in on that stone in the middle and just blue that guy back up. And there it is. And if you're really careful, you stay in the lines. And then you zoom back out and you've got a perfect silver bracelet and you've got your turquoise stone. And this can be used for any number of applications. You can use it to erase backgrounds on, excuse me, on pieces like this, where there was a wall behind it, and then I wanted to erase the background. So I could just color over all of this background using the white. And then like I showed you earlier where I accidentally colored over the brush, the bracelet with the black brush, you can just go back to history and just very carefully draw out your outline of your item. And then you have a white background like these. So you can do all kinds of stuff with it. But this is the picture. I'm just going to save it right here. I didn't add any layers or anything, so I can still save it as just a straight up old JPEG. I still have the original actually in my Photos app. So in case I needed to go back to the original without the color correction, which looked like this. So if I needed to go back to that for whatever reason, after I've saved this, see look how much better that looks. From here to here, and it really looks like silver, and you keep the color of turquoise. But yeah, if I need to go back, I have it in my Photos app, because I bring everything from my phone or camera onto the computer through my Photos app. So that's what's going on here. And that's how to color correct your product photos or any kind of photo with the history brush tool. Thanks for watching. See you later.